So something popped in my head as I was just thinking, and I realized that, with social media and the internet, it really shifts the mind of actually, like, I would say any animal, but human beings in general, since we actually use it a lot. Because what I realized is before we actually had this, what gave us, which is dopamine, that hit that we have on social media a lot, before we had that, it was accomplishment. It was doing things that were difficult, because life was difficult back then because we didn't have the same resources that we do today. But through doing that, created actual dopamine hit. So therefore, you were able to accomplish and do more things throughout the day. But now, when things actually get hard, what do people typically do? They get on their phone, and then they get that instant dopamine hit, and they escape reality. So then nobody's ever changing, growing, or evolving. They're staying the same because of the instant dopamine that the phone is giving, and social media, through the phone. So that's just one of the things that really just hit me, wow, this is what really impacts us, and why we're not moving forward, and why we're going backwards in the world instead of going forward. So I think once you really take a break from social media, you start figuring out other things to do, whether it's making money, whether it's doing activities, or just things in general. So I think once you realize that social media is the problem, but you're the main problem because you're watching it, you have to figure out an alternate source to replace social media, then your life will ultimately change. But until then, if you don't get rid of social media or take a break from it, you won't see the impact and the change that it can have in your life. But those are just, the things that were popping in my head. So, hopefully you got value out of this. But in that note, peace.